I've got pork belly here, skin on, and then I've got the fennel and all the things that we're going to use to marinate it. But first, we start by scoring the skin on the pork belly. So for that, you need a nice sharp knife. If you see how I do that, I cut into it, but only like the first quarter of an inch, because you want to score the fat, but you don't want to cut all the way down into the meat. All right, so we've scored it, and what you want to see how when I pick it up and actually curl it, you'll see how it all separates like that. And what happens when you pierce the skin is you let the fat kind of render down underneath. A lot of fat will come out of this, you'll see, and that will again allow that skin to get ultra crispy. All right, this is how you make the seasoning, which we're going to rub all over the pork. You need a little mini food processor like this one, and then what I do is I go and put maybe a tablespoon of salt, some chili flake, about a teaspoon, and about a teaspoon of fennel seeds. Now with the rosemary, you want to just grab it like that and then just pull those beautiful leaves off, toss them in. Next, you're going to grab your bulb of fennel. You're going to cut the bulb off, just like that, and then you go on through and you get all of these fronds and you just chuck them in. Keep these because we're going to use it to roast the pork. It's garlic, so I've got 4 cloves. I'm going to grind some fresh ground black pepper. About a teaspoon of that, and then a couple of tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. Beautiful. You pop the lid on, and it does all the work for you. It is that quick, right? You remove the blade, and then we're going to spoon this all over our pork. Now the reason I put most of the flavour on the bottom is because I don't want to take any chances in making that skin less crisp. Pick that up, drop it over the fennel. Now I told you, we're not going to waste anything, so you take those, and then you'll see, as you kind of move that up, you'll see all those lines that you've scored in there. Work that in. Now what you might have to do is to kind of pick this up and move it around a bit like that. Just kind of flex it. You cook it low and slow, so 250 degrees for like 2.5 to 3 hours, and then we crank it up to 450 for the last 30 minutes. All right, so pork's rich, it's decadent, there's lots of fattiness, especially on a belly. So what we're gonna do is make a dressing that's bright, light, and acidic. All right, so we start off with these little beauties, some lemon, and what we're gonna do is go ahead and just zest 2 of those lemons. Give it a bit of a rub like that. And that's going to break down some of the internal cells of the juice, so it'll make it even juicier. Really does work. All right, lemon juice and lemon zest, extra virgin olive oil. Again, good quality extra virgin olive oil. You whisk those 2 things together, and the truth is, you just taste it. Once you've got the right balance of acid and richness, then your dressing's ready. Oh yes, it's bright, it's acidic, it's wonderful. Okay, a little bit of salt and a little bit of freshly ground black pepper. That, you guys, is the perfect base, right? I'm gonna put in some chives and some parsley, and then we'll throw in the vegetables, fennel and apple, and we're done. Throw them into the vinaigrette, give it another quick whisk. And then we chop the veggies. I've got that bulb of fennel that we didn't use earlier. I'm going to use that. And then, of course, these gorgeous apples. 1, 2, 3, 4 edges, throw away the core. Now, if you're looking at this and thinking, I can't cut my apples that thin, all you need to do is get yourself a Japanese mandolin. You'll be able to use that really simply, and it'll cut the apples perfectly and thin every single time. I'm going to cheat and do the same kind of thing with my fennel, but in fact, I'm going to use the good old-fashioned veggie peeler, all right? Now, all I do here is I go through and I just go straight across the top of that fennel, just like that. Fennel goes in, apple as well. Apples are sweet, but Granny Smith apples still have a little bit of tartness to them. The fennel has that beautiful sort of star anise quality to it. So when you think about eating this with that rich, decadent pork, yes, the skin's gonna be crisp, but the inside of it is gonna be super juicy and succulent. So it's really a match made in heaven. Oh yeah. Take that incredible dressing, give it a bit of a shake around, right? Pour it over the top like that, and you give it a toss. Let's have a look at our pork, shall we? Oh, it needs about another 5 minutes. I've just hit the fan, you can probably hear it. That convection fan, 450 degrees, you're just hitting it with as much heat as you can. It's gonna bubble up and crisp that skin like you would not believe. The time is now. I tell you, I can smell that the pork is ready. It is unbelievable. The skin's gonna be ridiculously crispy. Come look at this. Oh yes! Ha 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 ha! A look at that. Inside, you'll find that ridiculous sort of succulence. And thanks for watching. Now, I hope you enjoyed it and I hope you want more, because I've got plenty to give you. All you have to do is subscribe.